And because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. This is the book of Matthew 24 and 12. Barakadiyawa, Barakadiyaw Shai, Barakadiyawa, Barakadiyaw Shai, Barakadiyawa, Barakadiyaw Shai. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bashem, Yahushai, Bashem, Rakakodash. Double on bosses and of great millstone. Peace and salutation to you, beloved Akim. That is pushing this word in sincerity and truth with humiliation all across the four winds. To you, I salute. This is the brothers Desire One back to another lesson to the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bashem, Yahushai. Alright? And, we in these times, we see people love towards one another is waning. Alright? And people, in particular, a lot of these women, crashing out. Crashing out. Alright, how much more in time to come? A lot of these women are gonna crash out because, the comforts, what they were given in society, it's gonna come to an end. It's coming to an end. Alright, slowly but surely. We starting to see some of the snap benefits or whatever. Alright. These women is gonna crash out in these perilous times. Alright. Gonna be a great humbling in 2026. Lord willing, it's gonna be a great humbling for these women. Alright. What inspired me to do this lesson, I was looking at this screenshot, which I'll get the article also. It says, Detroit woman loses it and stabs innocent woman after her car declined in kid's foot locker. You see how crazy that is? She loses it and she crash out after her car declined. But listen to this, right? Right? A 42-year-old Tiffany Williams is being held in a $250,000 cash bond after stabbing a teenager at a kid's Foot Locker in Detroit. The incident took place after Williams' car declined and she allegedly heard someone call her broke. You see that? That should show you the pride of these women. Alright? They so high up, they're high and mighty. Alright? They high-minded and proud. They want to be criticized. That's the black woman. Alright? Especially, those ones what live in a high value, high lifestyle, meaning a high main, what the term is now, what the ones would have their basket so high, pretty much what we say in our term. All right, over here in our country, they put their basket higher than, they have their basket higher than others. High. They have the basket higher than they could reach. They want to live a luxurious lifestyle. All right, okay, but hey, all that is gonna come to an end. All right, and a lot of these women is crashing out in these times. All right, it's 1 Timothy chapter 5 and verse 6. But she that liveth in pleasure is dead while she liveth. All right, let's get us in the AMP. Okay, a lot of these women living in pleasure. A lot of these damn women. All right. That's the AMP. It says, whereas she who lives for pleasure and self-indulgence is spiritually dead even while she still lives. She's spiritually dead. That's these women. They spiritually dead from the neck up. All right, these pleasures, these comforts, all right, is coming to an end. All right, because someone called you damn broke. They so damn prideful. Detroit woman charged with assault after stabbing teen at Southland Mall in Taylor. A violent altercation at Southland Mall in Taylor resulted in a 19-year-old woman being reportedly stabbed, prompting charges for Detroit woman. CBS News Detroit reports Tiffany Rose Williams, 42, faced multiple charges, including assault with intent to murder. The incident, which unfolded on Wednesday inside a shoe store, began with an argument between Williams and the teen, as reported. click on Detroit. The confrontation escalated, leading Williams to allegedly stab the teenager multiple times. Williams, located by responding officers while leaving the mall, was promptly arrested. Further details emerged, revealing that stabbing occurred at the Kids Foot Locker, where the youth-oriented merchandise was backdrop to a more stark and violent engagement. The victims, Sunaya Jenkins, recounted her harrowing experience to Fox 2 Detroit, stating, "To start, I was stabbed 4 times, and I have a punctured lung right now," and expressed her intention to press charges while also expressing concern for assailing children. So that's judgment also. That's judgment. A credit card decline appeared to be the fulcrum of fury in this story. After attempting to purchase the Kids Foot Locker, a comment about the suspect being broke seems to have aggravated the situation, police sources said. They don't want to be called broke. Alright? They broke. Okay? You've been living a high maintenance lifestyle. Alright? And that's these prideful damn demons. These thieves, they don't want to be called broke. Jenkins, who maintains the comment, didn't come from her. Was then vicious attacked by Williams. The suspect taken into custody was reportedly with her children during the incident, although she claims innocence in the verbal provocation. All right, she claimed innocence because they don't have no accountability for her stupid actions. All right, now you got you in a worse situation. All right, okay. Jenkins' sympathy for Williams' family situation didn't deter her resolve to seek justice for the assault she sustained. With the victim expected to recover, the focus now shifts to legal procedures ahead for Williams. Assault with intent to create bodily harm is amongst the grave charges she contesting. A stark reminder of the fine line between a simple shopping trip and a potentially life-altering confrontation. Alright? But just for fucking ignorance. Ignorance. Alright? But hey, we in these times. A lot of these women are gonna crash out, man. They're gonna crash out. A lot of these women is gonna crash out in these times. A lot of these women are gonna crash out. Let me read let's get Matthew 24 and 12 again. In the AMP. Because lawlessness is increased, the love of most people will grow cold. Alright? That word cold goes back to the Greek word which says psycho. Alright? Okay? When you go into, it says, okay, psycho, see?
Strong's G 5594. Psucho.
You see that? Suko. Okay? To breed, blow cold by blowing, to grow cold. Alright. There's something else I wanted. You see that? When you go into the Strongs, it says tropically of waning love. Okay, let's look up waning love. Okay. Let me see something. Waning. Salakia, right? Okay. It says, what is waning love? Signs that you're not in love anymore, that romantic connection. Let me look up the word waning. That means, alright, to gradually decrease in size, strength, power, or intensity. So the love of people are have towards one another, all right, is decreasing every day. Okay, to become weaker in strength or influence. All right, when you look up the word weaning in the it comes from the Old English verb wonian, which means to lessen. Definition of weaning: a gradual decrease in magnitude or extent. A gradual decrease in magnitude or extent. So, we in the time of prophecy, and these people, as we get closer and closer to the end, you know, these people are literally crash out. Their love will continue to wane more and more towards one another. How much when you see when people can't find food, it's gonna be really crazy when farming come. It's gonna be crazy out here. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Gonna be some horrible judgment out here. This just was judgment from the Lord, you know. But these women are crashing out, man. And like brothers being going into 2026 is gonna be a great humbling for you, woman. A lot of humbling, a great humbling for a lot of you damn proud ass woman. Just you be all broke, you know. Yeah, man. But well, young buck sick, laugh at your broke ass. Yeah, buddy, that's what brings out your spirit power of Yahweh Shemashai, Yahweh Shalom.